Hey, it's Ryan from Ryonet and SilkScreeningSupplies.com, and today I'm really excited to talk to you guys about Epson's brand new Workforce 1100 printer packaged with Ryonet's Blackmax Film Output System. This Blackmax Film Output System is powered by AccuRip and features 5 all-black cartridges. Now under this hood, we typically are going to be working with 5 cartridges of Epson ink. 2 blacks, magenta, cyan, and yellow. Can you use the black ink? Yeah, sure you can, but this is pigment ink. Ryonet packages all black dye-based, premium dye-based ink, which is darker and more opaque than pigment ink. So you're going to get a nice black film, as we'll show later. Also, the AccuRip controls that all-black ink system. Traditionally, Epson only has 2 cartridges of black ink, so you're having to replace magenta, cyan, and yellow when they run out. So by using all black ink, you're going to be able to print darker and faster. And of course, with AccuRip, you can print with halftones. You know, I always love to pull this one out because it doesn't take a genius to use a rip, and it doesn't take a genius to use AccuRip. It's very, very simple. Whatever gradient you see on your screen, later we're going to be printing this image, it just prints in halftone dots. All we have to do is select the dot size and shape, and we'll automatically convert that. This system also comes with Ryonet's waterproof film, which absorbs the ink, so it creates an extremely dark image. It comes with 50 sheets of 8.5 by 14 right here, and 50 sheets of 13 by 18 for larger size images. And exclusively with this system, you get the Ditto feeder. The Ditto feeder is a great option because traditionally film feeders like this waterproof film is a little sticky. You notice this stuff sticks together. Well, the Ditto allows you to put more than one sheet in at a time. So I can easily stack up to 7 sheets of film right in my Epson carousel like this. And that way I can hit print. Let's say I'm doing a 4-color process job. Well, before I would have to sit there and feed this one sheet at a time. But with the Ditto, you can actually put all 4 sheets of film in, hit print, and because it separates the film, it works more like a roll format printer. The Ditto isn't packaged with any of our film output packages and no other film output package on the market. So by buying this with Ryonet, you're getting that exclusive offer, which really increases your production time. The Ditto is a great product to increase your efficiency and production time, and exclusively packaged with this Epson Workforce 1100 Blackmax Film Output Package. Now you also get a 4-color process DVD, which teaches you not only how to use AccuRip, but also how to use 4-color process prints, some simulated process stuff. You get a USB cable, and your ink and everything else. So that's the complete package, everything else it comes with, including the Epson Workforce printer. Now, if you already have an Epson Workforce printer, or you want to find a great deal locally, we encourage you to do that, and then we have everything else that you see here available as an upgrade package for a lower cost because you're not buying it with the printer. Let's show you a little bit about how it works. Now we're in Photoshop, and we're going to show you how the Epson Workforce 1100 Blackmax All Black Film Output Printer is going to rock and roll using Adobe Photoshop and AccuRip. AccuRip, once again, is an all-black printer. So if we go to the Setup menu, we're choosing our Epson 1100 Workforce printer here, and we can select either single black mode, which once again is only going to pull from 1 black cartridge, or all black mode. So as you can see, this is a 5-slot printer, selecting cyan, magenta, yellow, black, and black cartridges. Right up here, we can actually choose our paper size, which will all go all the way up to a 13 by 19 sheet of paper, which is a very long print. Our print resolution actually dictates how resolute the image prints, so the higher detail resolution will be 560 by 1440 or 1440 by 1440, but really what resolution also does is it dictates how fast the printer prints and how much ink it lays down. So if you print at lower resolution like 720 by 720, the printer prints faster. And let's remember, we're screen printing here, so we're not going above 300 resolution anyway. So 720 by 720 is typically perfectly fine. It will print extremely fast, and because you're printing in all black mode, it lays plenty of ink down. Your droplet weight, which now with AccuRip you have up to 15 droplet weights. So you can put a ton of ink down, which will literally drip ink on the page. With this printer, we find a medium range between 8 and 9, prints plenty of ink down. And printing high speed or bidirectionally, if you print bidirectionally, your resolution is not going to be as good, and you might be a little bit off registration for extremely fine detail prints like 4-color process. So typically you will unselect that. That's my preference. You know, right here we're just showing how the printer is connected. So we're connected through our USB cord. It connects directly into the computer with a USB cord. And then how would you like this to be screened? So you can choose your halftone angle. One great thing about AccuRip is that you don't have to set up screen sizes or anything like that in Photoshop or Illustrator or Corel, because once chosen in AccuRip, it's done. AccuRip actually defaults to 22.5 degrees, but you can also change that. So I like to set all my angles at the same using the flamenco method for 4-color process printing, or just for any other type of printing. The frequency is the LPI, or the line count per screen. It defaults to 45, but whether you're doing simulated process, 4-color process, you can change that anything down to 10 all the way up to 100. So most of the time it's between 35, 45, and 55. And that's how it's set up. So let's go ahead and print this image. We're going to bring it into the print menu here in Photoshop. We're going to go choose our Epson to AccuRip 1100, and we will actually select the page size in this. We're going to select a 13 by 19 inch film. Then we actually can see registration marks around the image as well. AccuRip does a great job of printing extra crisp and fine detail registration marks. And then we'll hit print. Once printed, let's see the printer do its magic. This is the droplet weight test I was describing on the screen. Now this allows you to hold this up to the light and you can actually see what is the best density and droplet weight size for use with a particular resolution that you're actually going to be using for your print. So with this particular print, we're going to be printing 720 by 720 with a droplet weight of 10. All right, 915 is actually too much. It's dripping ink, and then 10 is perfectly opaque. We're not using as much ink down there. So that's actually how you see the results of that test, and then come back to your computer screen to set your proper resolution and your proper droplet weight. And there's our film. So if you want to add high quality black half-toned images to your screen printing business, check out what you can do with Ryonet's new Blackmax Workforce 1100 series, powered by AccuRip, exclusively at silkscreening supplies.com.